The really useful traction engine. Some very important visitors were coming to the railway. A group of children from a school on the mainland had won a prize for their work on steam railways, and their special prize was a visit to meet Thomas and the other engines. Sir Topham Hatt spoke to the engines. "I want to make the visit extra special," he said. "What do you think the children will enjoy doing?" The engines had some good ideas. "I'll take them for a ride on my branch line," said Thomas. "We can have a picnic by the river. Annie can carry the children, and the picnic things can go in Clarabel." "Splendid," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Children like fast rides that spin them around, don't they?" said Gordon. "I'll give them a special ride on the turntable at the big station." "Good idea," said Sir Topham Hatt. "It goes very fast if the men turn the handle quickly like a fairground ride. They'll like that." "I'll show the children some tricks with my trucks," said Percy. "They're sure to laugh when I stop them quickly, and they all bump and bang into each other like dodgem cars." James is very proud of his shiny red paint. He doesn't usually like anyone to touch it. "The children could help the men to clean my paintwork and polish my funnel," he said. "Do you think they'll like that?" "I'm sure they will," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Now, what can we do as an extra special treat just before the children go home?" Edward fought hard. "Do you remember Trevor, the old traction engine?" he said. "I met him in the scrapyard near my station. He was going to be broken up because he was old-fashioned. The vicar rescued Trevor, and now he lives in the vicarage garden. I see him every day. His paint is spotless, and his brass shines like gold. He saws wood and does odd jobs, and takes the tractor's place if it breaks down. He loves children, and they love him. Let's ask him to give the children rides." "What a good idea," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Please arrange it, Edward." Trevor was very pleased to be asked to help. Edward and his driver arranged for a long wooden seat to be bolted to Trevor's bunker so that he could carry a few children at once. The children had a lovely day. They loved their ride on Thomas's branch line. Sir Topham Hatt sent a surprise for the picnic, a big cake made in the shape of an engine. The ride on the big turntable made the children squeal with laughter, but Paul Gordon was quite glad when it was over. He had whizzed around so fast that he felt very dizzy. Percy made the children laugh too when he pushed and pulled the trucks around, and they enjoyed polishing James's funnel until it shone like gold. Trevor the traction engine was happy to chuff around giving the children rides until it was time for them to go home. Henry was going to take them back to the harbour on the Flying Kipper. The children said a big thank you to all the engines. "I'm glad you had a good day," said Sir Topham Hatt. "What did you like best?" The children all agreed that their rides on Trevor were the best bits of the day. "He's such a kind old traction engine," said one of the boys. Sir Topham Hatt nodded his head. "I agree," he said. Trevor was very pleased. "Some people say I'm old-fashioned, but there's nothing wrong with that, is there?" "No," said Edward. "Some people say I'm old-fashioned too, but I'm a really useful engine, and so are you, Trevor, the really useful traction engine."